Hey guys, happy Wellness Wednesday. Ironically, I'm not well at the moment, but I wanted to come on and share some info with you anyway, especially because I'm sick, because I wanted to share what I'm doing for myself at the moment. So I have been a little bit run down and I woke up this morning just feeling absolutely shocking. So I've got a bit of a temperature, I've got a sore throat, a runny nose, a headache, kind of losing my voice slightly. So we'll keep this really quick. I have done a cheat sheet for you guys again. So what I would love for you is to go and grab that cheat sheet and then come back and tell me if there's anything on there that surprised you or that you learned for the first time. So I guess my point, the thing that I really want to get across today, is for all of you who have been on the fence about the oils, perhaps thinking that you wouldn't use all of the oils in the top 10, or maybe you have your kit already and you're not getting the most out of them. Perhaps there's a few oils that are sitting on the shelf. So when I am sick or when my kids are sick, it really is that top 10. It's those top 10 oils that I turn to support myself, and I'm using literally all 10. So when you go and have a look at that cheat sheet, you'll see exactly what I mean, and it's just what I'm going to run through today. So I'll pop the link up later, or if you want to grab it now, it's just a bit.ly. So bit.ly/oils for wellbeing cheat sheet. So if you want to go type that in, you can grab your sheet now. Otherwise, you can click the link later if that's easier. So when we're talking about being under the weather, so I'm going to be very compliant here. Obviously, if you're worried about your health, you need to go and see your doctor, but there are lots of things that, you know, you could go to the doctor for and they will say, just go home and rest. Lots of fluids, you know, take a day off work, you just need to rest. So there isn't anything a doctor can do for a cold. There's really no point. So with everything that I share, we want to be using the toolkit that we have in front of us with these oils. So the top 10 oils will support at least 80% of what comes up for you and your family, which means you're making over your medicine cabinet. You've got these beautiful tools at your fingertips to support your family. You're going to cut back on your doctor's visits. We don't get sick anywhere near as much since we've had the oils. And when we do get sick, we've got something that's safe and natural and effective that we can use without needing a trip to the doctor or a trip to the chemist. So we're saving tons of money as well. Okay, so number one oil out of the top 10 has to be On Guard. So for those of you who don't know my background, so I've had chronic fatigue for 15 years at least, multiple chemical sensitivities, very low immunity. So I would catch everything going around. So if my kids came home from daycare with a sniffle, I would catch it automatically and it would turn into something nasty. So they'd have a sniffle and I'd get a chest infection and it would linger. It would last for weeks and weeks. I'd go for months at a time with a sore throat, feeling run down, bit of a runny nose, not quite sick, but definitely not well either. So when I got my oils, I really was just thinking kind of emotional support. I was looking to support particularly my middle son. I was really stressed out. I thought, you know, maybe there's something that could help me sleep, but it was immunity. It was my immunity that I experienced the biggest change in, and that was all down to On Guard. So I use On Guard on me every single day. My kids get it on them every single day. We have a roller that lives in the basket with their socks, and it's got frankincense and On Guard in it, and they get it on their feet every day. If anyone is sick, that's when you bring out the On Guard especially. You want to get it in the diffuser and clear the air so hopefully no one else catches it. So now that I'm sick, then we're definitely getting more On Guard on everyone else in the family, and we're diffusing it round the clock as well. We have a blend called the Bomb, the Immune Bomb. You might have seen it referred to as Flume if you've looked on any US sites. And that is 5 of our oils in the top 10. That is On Guard, well actually we'll do the FLOOM, so frankincense, lemon, On Guard, oregano, and melaleuca or tea tree. So those 5 together are super powerful, super powerful. So if you're sick, you can get those 5 oils in a roller. You can use a higher concentration when you're sick because you're going to use it for a short period of time. So use your own judgment as to dilution. You can go online and search for dilution and you'll find exactly the right number of drops to use. When I'm sick, I tend to use somewhere between 5 and 10 of each. So it's a pretty high dose, but I only use it for maybe 2 days, and then I go back to my regular one. So use your own judgment there. So obviously for kids, they need to be more highly diluted. And I shared yesterday that we do something called pizza feet. So that is oregano, basically. So it's amazingly powerful. So here in Australia, we don't talk too much about oregano, but other parts of the world, they know all about the sort of well-being and super health benefits of oregano. So diluted oregano in some coconut oil on your feet, pop some socks on, go to bed, see how you feel when you wake up the next morning. So for sniffles and congestion, so any sort of runny nose, sniffles, those sorts of things, it's going to be Easy Air. So Easy Air is going to replace all of your Vicks and your chest rubs and all those sorts of things. Amazing. Easy Air in coconut oil. Get it on your chest, your back, your feet. Get it in the diffuser. Easy Air and lemon is a fantastic combination. Absolutely love it, and it smells really pretty as well. If you actually have congestion pain though, if you've got a really blocked nose and you've got that pain around here, Digest Zen is really good for that. So really warming and aromatic. Dilute it, massage it all over your sinuses, around behind your ears, back of the neck, wherever you're feeling that tightness and that pain and pressure. Really, really effective. So, so Easy Air to ease those symptoms, you know, the runny nose, and sort of to clear your head a bit. To ease the congestion and the pressure, you want to go for Digest Zen. Feeling hot and cold, like I have been. So peppermint is pretty amazing stuff, and I've seen firsthand on my kids, if they've been feeling a bit warm, you can get some peppermint on their back or on their spine, and peppermint's really cooling on the skin, so it really helps to cool everybody down. So I've been using peppermint and frankincense on myself, and I also love adding patchouli into that blend as well. It smells really pretty, and it makes me feel really good. What else? So I'm pretty much just running through the cheat sheet here, guys. So once you've got it, you'll be able to follow along. So clearing your nose. So first thing in the morning, if you do feel really blocked up and congested, putting a few drops of peppermint on the floor of your hot shower. So over in the corner, block the drain with your foot for a few moments. Let that steam kind of waft up and breathe it in, and you'll really feel that it's clearing out your nose and clearing your head and waking you up as well, which is always a good thing. In terms of sleep, so obviously lavender is our go-to for sleep, really calming and soothing. If you've got congestion, sniffles, this works brilliantly with kids as well. That's lavender and Easy Air together. Amazing combination, very relaxing, so helping to support sleep and to ease those kind of annoying symptoms. Your oils as well, so obviously you can diffuse them, you can pop the top off the bottles and just breathe them in, but you can also inhale them with steam. So something I often like to do is just to get a mug of really hot water and put a couple of drops of oils in there and just hold the mug and breathe it in. So just make sure you close your eyes when you're doing that, because the steam, the oily steam, I didn't do this the first time, my eyes were watering for hours. So oils in, so things like oregano, tea tree, peppermint, Easy Air, any of those are going to work really, really well. Eucalyptus, not in the top 10, but eucalyptus, if you've got it, is great. So it really helps to clear out your nose. Very, very effective. You can stick a towel over your head if you want to, but just kind of holding the cup and cupping your hand over and breathing works really well too. If you have an aching body, I kind of do a little bit today. Ice blue, of course. So ice blue, lavender and frankincense is a beautiful combination. Give yourself a little bit of a massage wherever you're feeling those aches. Give yourself a little bit of a massage. Back of the neck, if you've got a headache as well, works beautifully. Again, these are things that are going to be replacing medicine cabinet pharmacy type products. These are things that you can reach for that are super effective, that are natural, and that you're going to be using over and over again in lots of different ways. So thinking outside the top 10, I really love, there's a chest rub combination that I really love for myself, which is Easy Air, lime and marjoram. Smells beautiful if you can actually smell it, if you're not too blocked up. So you can mix that in some coconut oil, get it on your chest, your back, your feet. That's a beautiful combination to have in the diffuser as well. It's absolutely lovely. And then it's things like nutrition as well. It's supporting yourself with what you're eating. So things like bone broth. So we've just made a massive batch of chicken bone broth and having a mug full of that with some rosemary oil in it. Amazing and so good for you. It's like literally the best medicine that you could take when you're sick. And of course the Lifelong Vitality Pack. Absolute must. So I was feeling a bit off yesterday, still went out and did a class last night, and I think that's probably why I'm not feeling great today, is because I was out and busy and it was a bit cool and I was in air conditioning. But I couldn't have done that without the Lifelong Vitality Pack. I just would not have had the energy. Just would not have been able to do it. So that is another thing. I think On Guard and Lifelong Vitality are probably the two things that have made the biggest difference for me and for my health. So when you look through that cheat sheet, so all of those oils that I've just talked about, that is literally every oil in the top 10. So we've got those 5 beautiful oils that we've used in our immune bomb. We're using oils to manage symptoms, runny nose. We're using oils to support our sleep if we're not sleeping properly because we're so congested. Using Digestin to ease congestion, pain and pressure. Using Ice Blue to support aching bodies. There is literally nothing that these oils really can't support. So when you're feeling like I'm feeling, those top 10 oils, they're pretty much all that you need. And at least they're a very good place to start. So if you can avoid, that trip to the chemist, that trip to the doctor, if you've got what you need, if you've got your oils and you can rest and you can have, lots of warm cups of tea and broth and those sorts of things, you've pretty much got what you need, which is amazing. So if you've been on the fence about these top 10 oils and you think you won't use them, I can guarantee that you'll use them. There are so many ways. I have a beautiful free ebook as well. If you haven't seen that, how to use the top 10 oils, that's in the pinned post on my page. And I have to let you know as well, it's the last day of the month. So you can actually get an amazing gift from doTERRA this month when you get started, which is 50 free rewards points. So the points are pretty much like doTERRA Cash, and you can redeem up to about $80 worth of products with these free points. So if you're ready to get started with the oils and you'd like my support, please send me a message or use the instructions in the pinned post and I will get you started today. And you'll get your points in your account next month to spend on all sorts of free goodies, which is very, very exciting. So doTERRA really is incredibly generous with all the promotions that they have. So it's a great time to get started. I'd love for you guys to get that cheat sheet, have a read, and then come back and tell me what you think. If you have any questions about anything that I've shared, please leave me a message or a comment below. If you've gotten value from today's class, me being sick and all, if you give this video a like and share it out to anyone who needs to hear it. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I will catch you the same time next week and got lots more info to share. So have a great day. Happy Halloween.